September 15th. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Oh, I mean, well, how are you doing? Autumn, how was your weekend?
I had a wonderful weekend. I got to spend it with my mom and kids,
Yo,
and
yo,
it was good.
yo. Yeah, as we're into like what the second week of September.
Yeah, it
Is it
definitely
is
is
it fall-
becoming fall.
is it fall already? It's fall, right? No,
Me and my friend have been making jokes about it. It's still false fall.
it's fall or it's the summer. It's fall.
It's both.
Yeah, but
It does it during the morning until about 11 o'clock, and then
it gets hot
about
and then
6, 7, 8, it starts becoming fall again.
yeah,
But it's been really
yeah,
pretty and nice weather down here.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Folks, thank. Let's let's get into it. We're actually going to speak about truth. Your truth. What is truth? Um, what do you? Where do we take this? And as I was telling you, Autumn, I think you can discuss like what you think truth is. Maybe first. Uh, think about the times that you've been truthful. Think about the times that you've not been truthful, and then think about the times that you indicated that it's your truth, like your side, and what you believe is truth to you. And that's where we're gonna take it. You know,
Okay.
your truth. You've been truthful. What does it mean to you? What's the Webster dictionary meaning? Okay, maybe not the Webster.
We'll say autumn's meeting.
Yeah, so yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well,
What is your truth? Or what do you think truth
if
is? Or how do you describe
I,
truth?
I think truth is knowing that you have a choice to either be honest of your experience or what you believe in. It doesn't necessarily mean that all truth is the truth. With saying that, I believe just because you believe in something doesn't make it true, and that would be called your truth.
Thank you everybody for coming on. Hit the chat, you know what I mean? Hit the like, subscribe, share button, you know, forward this to other people. Let me see who's in the chat, starting Monday early. Get your coffee ready, your juice, your soda, whatever, caffeine, because we're going into the truth. And then I want to see people's comments on what you guys think truth is and what's the truth for you guys. But thank you guys for coming on. Stay with us, vibe with
Yep.
us, chat with us. It is us.
It is us.
Yeah.
So going back to it,
John, what's up? What's up, man? Thank you for coming on.
hi, Jonathan. So when somebody is being truthful and they implicate themselves to say words that they believe are justified with the rightness of being correct, we're not always going to pick truth over concealing things. Some people call them white lies. Some people just plain out are addicted to lying or addicted to concealing parts of themselves. If it comes down to talking about my truths, I haven't always been a righteous person. I have myself been into drugs and other things, and that that kind of keeps you from finding your own truth because you no longer are able to be yourself. You have the choices to. That's what free will is. You know what I mean? You have the choice to go and be the right person you know you are. If you don't choose that way, I tend to think if you don't choose to tell the truth, you're being a cheater to what should be. You are not telling the truth to somebody, then that causes them to change their direction of course of actions. And then when it does come unfolded as a lie or whatever, it it makes things more complicated to where trust is no longer able to be easily found. So back to the truth of myself. I personally try to be a better person each and every day. I sometimes fail. No, a lot of times. I think every day we all fail at things that we are trying to be better at. And then we succeed at becoming this person that we know is inside of us. Being myself, uh, I I think coming out of my state of, I don't know, shyness, I I didn't want to tell many people about myself because there's a lot to, I personally don't want a lot of people to know about my past
So are
just
you
because I
secretive?
was ashamed.
Are you secretive on your past, and so you feel like you don't want the truth to kind of come out, so you keep that a secret, or what is that like?
I
Do you
would say
mean
I
you
used to.
so you conceal the truth
I
from
did.
people because okay, okay,
I did. Um, you get ashamed, and that or you hold guilt, and I didn't know what I knew now, and even now I still don't take in consideration sometimes of realizing the course of action of not being truly
Max, what's up?
revealing
What's
to
up?
others.
What's up? Thank
Hi,
you for coming
Max.
on, Max. We are speaking, and John, we're speaking about the truth. You know, discuss in the chat your truth, man. You know, and like to hear what you guys consider truth and your truth and what is truth is. So that's what we're discussing.
So it
What
causes
is
you from
yours?
having good relationships with others. And when they do figure out that you are not being a truthful person, they just, it's like crying wolf. They won't believe you when something's serious, or they won't believe you even when you need help. You need to remember that we have the choice to be that. And if you choose otherwise, then you you are taking the risk of tainting your personal, like your personal view of yourself outside in the world. You got to remember that we all are perceiving this together. You yourself are making your own world. And if it's within lies, if it's within deceit, it's not true. So you're living in a faceted world where you can't. Sometimes people dig themselves too deep into that world, and then they lose the people who were supposed to be there because of the course of actions.
Yes. Uh, guys, thank you for coming on. Nicole, thank you for coming on. Yeah, I'm not George Floyd. I don't know what that statement comes from. And what do you mean by crying wolf, Nicole? Max, we're having a great day. Happy new week. Happy Monday, September the 15th. Thank you for coming on. Please share this video. You know, come on every day. We'll speak on different topics, trending topics, hot topics, your topics, whatever you guys want to speak about. And right now, we're speaking about the truth, your truth. And you know, if you guys have some stories, if you want to put in the chat, let's do it. Continue.
So I want to say it was right before I had um, gotten pregnant with my daughter that I started to see things, crazy things up in New York when I lived there. And from there, I think I was guided to be opened to the possibilities of everything of this world. And I still, to this day, hide from the truth of the world. It's hard to want to be there. You are so conditioned to this lifestyle that you're comfortable, and you don't want to mess that up. You have kids, you fall in love, you have loved ones, you have items that causes you to have attachments, like your car, like paintings, or you know what I mean. People grab attachments to things, and it's only momentary that we're here. We don't we don't know what goes beyond this. Even though we've been told, even though we have scriptures, we still ourselves will only know until we get to that point. So with me finding a truth that I was set on a few years ago, uh, I realized that it wasn't just about me. I would not disclose a lot of things about myself whenever I was meeting a new potential boyfriend or stuff like so. And I'm um I'm still trying myself to overcome a lot of my past and even my present and what is to become of my future. And I'm sure everyone has this inner struggle of becoming. And I like to remind people that it's there. Even when you see myself angry or you see it just ain't working out, you have the choice to take that as what needed to be seen. And I guess the truth for yourself of what the world is trying to show you, because we're
Right,
constantly being showed
right.
what
Well,
we
thank.
need to be chasing for this
Sorry,
this truth.
sorry to cut you off, Max.
Nope.
Thank you for coming on. Again, thank you everybody for coming on. Periodically I like to kind of just interject myself to say, as we build the community, say what's up to everybody. Good morning. God is definitely good, Max. You know what I mean? I definitely agree. Uh, God loves everybody, correct? I definitely agree. Thank you for coming on, sir. Uh, and yeah, we're speaking about truth, in which Autumn, my co-host Autumn G, is speaking about her truth and her having kids and just separating people because they didn't align with the truth that she has. So that's what we're speaking about. Hit the like button, share, comment. Let's get more and more involvement, more engagement in the comment section. Let's hear what your truths are. Who's been truthful, who's even lied. Let's talk about all that. And my truth, and let's speak on my truth. My truth, uh, the truth that I've had is, I guess, what becomes of my environment. Like what I'm thinking, what's around me, and from those experiences and my environment is where my truth may lie, or it could be deceit because not everything that's around you is truthful. So that's another aspect to look at. Um, Thank you for subscribing, Max, and thank you for liking. Uh, you know, so my truth can also be deceitful. It could also be what I make of it too. Sometimes we try to force the truth on something that's really not there. So we have to also
Mhm.
discuss that. It it may not be truthful. So if it's not just truthful, is it a lie? Is it deceitful? Is it evasive? I mean, what is it? So uh, let's speak about that as well. You know,
Mhm.
but you can be truthful, but you can also be deceitful, and you can also be not cautious of that deceit. So just food for thought. Um, and we will get back to the lovely Autumn.
I like the point that you put up. You do have to speak truth. So when you are having a conversation and you believe something is wrong, you need to tell your truth. You need to tell your side. You need to tell your opinion, your output, your input. You need to take hold of the moment that is given to you, where it is asking you to pick your truth. Allowing yourself to pick you is picking your truth. If you're doing things like, we'll give an example. If you're riding around in a car with somebody who is about to rob somebody and you knew nothing about it, there are somewhat, somewhere, even if you didn't see it, I believe we all still knew, or they knew somehow, some way, that they shouldn't have been there, even if they didn't know what was going on. Something in their day of that being was trying to stop them or trying to show them signs. You knew your friend was no good. You yourself shouldn't have been hanging out with a friend that, who knows why they wanted to rob somebody. There's so many reasons, but only really one reason is to take what was not theirs. So you get blamed and get charged with it. I recently just had a friend of a friend's son go to prison for this incident, and he claims he didn't know anything about it, and I believe him. It's not me to tell them he's a liar or he's being truthful. It's the point that I think that the justice system, you know, is trying to tell people is you have to be accountable for what you knew was going on or what had been going on. It's not something that uh just happened because those friends had signs. And with that, if you were able to, actually prove your side of the story being that you weren't a part of it, then so be it. But my point of it being is you are always given the opportunity to choose what you believe is right. So you have to keep on that path of choosing what is right, even if your friends make you feel, or people, loved ones, whoever, the world, community, even when you feel like it's not fun or you're missing out, you still need to be right with the path that you're choosing. It's very important for you to do it because you, us, them, we're all here for a reason. And if you don't find that reasoning, I guess your own truth of purpose, then you probably won't receive everything that was supposed to be yours. So we're going back to what truth is inside of us. You definitely get the opportunity and the chance to do it. It's not something that it's just. I don't think it's something that's justified and being unfair. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. You don't just get to have bad draw of a card.
Yeah. And folks, that is her kids that she's speaking to. That is probably bothering her. And yes, I completely understand what Autumn is speaking about uh, as far as the implications of truth. I'm sure you guys all have done that same thing. So
Sorry.
yeah, I was just filling them in that it was probably your kids that were telling you some
No,
truth. Oh, it wasn't
it's my
okay.
mom.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom.
Well, the mom, of course. Oh, that brings up a good. So, you think parents instill truth in kids and people,
Oh,
the parents,
yeah.
right? Like, that's such a good point. Let's just jump
Even my
into that.
mom and
They're teaching
hmm my mom and rest the soul to my dad. Um, Even if they're not picking,
this the mom again. Ooh, yes. So, Autumn has just left a little bit. So, yeah, truth. I think parents instill truth in kids, or they're supposed to, and it's definitely the teaching that bring about the truth. Now, the environment that I was speaking about, there's kids or there's uh, teenagers that get or are instilled still truth from the people that are around them, the environment, their friends, and it's from that truth that they're able to make certain decisions. It's perspective. So it really just depends on it's a collective effort, in my opinion, on things like this. And to get back to what Autumn was saying, that it needs to be very it's different variables that contribute to the truth of different things. So do you remove yourself, or do you stabilize how truth is reflected upon yourself and others? I think that's where the dynamics need to be coming in. And yeah, she's back. I was just filling them in about the truth. Yeah, yeah. I was just filling I was filling in the audience about truth and the dynamics of truth. So again, it's perception and perspective. Yeah. So yeah, I think how we cultivate our truth makes a big difference in how we live our lives. You understand, folks? Thank you everybody for coming on. I'll do a quick PSA. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We want to get more people here. Uh, we want to get people to join and speak about different topics that they may have. Thank you everyone for coming in. Please comment, share, like, subscribe. The topic for today is your truth, or the truth in general. What do you think about truth, and how does it shape what you're doing, and you know other dynamics of truth. So that is what we are speaking about here today. And
Okay.
yeah, it
Thank
is what
you.
it is, of course.
Hmm.
So yeah, truth.
Truth.
Yeah,
I believe it's in everyone. And if you don't use it, you tend to uh, lose the opportunity that was given to you. So if you lie, or if you're being deceitful, or if you're not giving the full story and somebody finds out, you're probably going to taint that relationship, and you lose the opportunity with somebody.
yeah,
I personally I personally I personally struggle with my daughter, who who I try to tell her all the time, even my son, uh that it's important for them to say what they mean and mean what they say. And I grew up with that saying instilled in my mind, because you need to. You need to be clear on your intent of purpose, and that way you don't catch karma. It's the karmatic system is truly. I have personally truly felt like a couple of times that I knew I shouldn't have been doing something, and with that I caught consequences. But the truth of it, I knew what I should have been doing, and it just proves to you that you always knew, even though you want to make those little excuses of saying, "Oh, I didn't know," or "I didn't think so." You definitely know. So, and when you don't know and you catch a consequence, I think the times before leading up to it, um, it does give you signs, and the chance to realign with what you're supposed to be doing. Uh, it's it's important that we remember we all have a truth. We all have our reasons of becoming. No one is better, even if you had a better life, even if you have a better life. No one should think that their struggles are above each other's. You need to be mindful of it.
I think
And
I think
Mia,
I
go
think
ahead.
I think that's a good point that everyone has the right to live their own truth, and that you know everyone you can't prejudge or judge someone's truth because it's their truth. Just because it doesn't fit your aspect or your truth, I mean, you have your truth, they have theirs, but does it make people better than other people? No, because everybody
Hmm.
has their own truth. And I think that's a good point that you made that everybody has their own truth, and we should be real um, particular how we go about judging people's truth, even if it doesn't fit the mold or doesn't fit the placard or whatever you want to call it of what you believe truth is. So, it, it can definitely be opinionated, but it could also be perspective.
Hmm.
So it really depends. It really
I
depends.
agree.
Is that your music? What is was that the background? You're gonna get me
Sorry.
copyright struck, man. For real. Nah, I was for real. Copyright stricken.
I didn't think you
But
could hear that. It's
yeah,
on.
I was hearing some stuff in the background. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's on
What the
12.
hell?
I'm sorry.
I was like, what the hell? What the godly? All right. Uh, who's this who just came on? Let's just say what's up to Hurley. Am I saying that right?
I think it's Hurl Ya Lustar.
Hurlia, Lastar. It's like a artist name or something, like a musician. Hurla Lastar. It's either a
Hmm.
musician name or an exotic dancer name. So it's one or the other. It could be both because it's all artistic
Well,
and artist. But thank you for coming
for,
on. Thank you for
thank
coming
you.
on. Thank everybody else for coming on. Man, I think this community we're growing big. I would like to get some donations though, man. Nobody wants to hit us with no bread. You gotta
Well,
hit us with donations.
it's fine. We
All right,
still
all right, all right. No
we
bread,
still
no
have
bread. We
time.
don't need it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. But we definitely would like to like, comment, subscribe, and share. The main important thing is share, commenting, liking, and subscribing because we want to grow this to something huge. We want you guys to be a part of this. This is not just about me. It's not about Autumn. This is actually about you guys.
Hmm.
And I created this forum so we can express ourselves genuine, non-judgmental, like I just explained. And so you guys can explain your truth. So we have different topics that I pick out, that Autumn picks out. And we want you guys to pick out topics as well that you guys want to speak about that's really on your heart, on your mind, and can get your soul going, get your opinion going. So we want to hear from you guys. And just reach out. We're here damn near every day, except for Sunday. That's God day. That's resting day. But you know, but if you guys want us to be on Sunday, let us know, and we'll make certain Sundays. Not every Sunday, but certain Sundays where we'll come on and speak to you. And if you guys feel like that's the day that we need to be on, then we'll make adjustments for that. But we want to hear from you guys. But thank you guys earlier, Max, Nicole, uh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. You guys great, always in the comments, and let's keep that going. Keep that going. We got to keep that going. All right. And we are
Mhm.
speaking about truth. And yeah, let's reel it in. With some last words. What do you
Hmm.
think about? So where do we go with the truth? Where do we
Well,
go with truth?
I think I do want to talk about something before we do, and the segment about truth.
Uh,
Somebody told me not too long ago that when I was going through a certain situation that I didn't always have to speak on my opinions. I didn't always have to talk about what I believed in. I just needed to listen. That sometimes, I guess, my truth or whatever it is that I'm going through is self reflection. You have to reflect yourself quietly and understand it. And when you do, then maybe you should vent about it. But venting about it, I believe, is healthy. But I also believe talking too much upon something could have the adverse action to what you are trying to find out. And too many people will get to know about your situation and have their judgment casted on you. So, allowing yourself to have the time to yourself to sort through your truth or your situation allows more clarity to arise from it. Not everybody is going to listen to your truth and care. Not everyone is going to um, even understand where you're coming from because it's all about a perspective thing. So I myself need to be reminded that not everything needs to be spoke. It needs to be thought about and uh, filtered through things and or filtered through your mind so you can come out more focused on what you are being told to do in this journey of life.
definitely, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think that's powerful. I think you kind of hit the head with that, and let's leave it at that, man. I think that was a good discussion. Your truth, what is truthful, how to cultivate and mold the truth, and not force the truth. I don't think you can really force it. The truth is going to be the truth, regardless if you're here or not. And I appreciate everybody for coming on. We will continue speaking on various topics tomorrow. And again, like I stated, we want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from the respectful people because, we've had a couple of clown jokers on here, acting redundant, and let's get serious about certain things. Yes, we're going to be comical and we're going to do comedy and stuff like that and be humorous and not take ourselves too serious. But the subject matter, you know, when it's time to be serious, you have to be serious. When it's time to be funny, let's be funny. And don't take that for granted because we do have the right to it. The right to freedom of speech, the right to have our own opinions. We live in the greatest country in the world, but we have to be able to respect our values, but also be respectful to each other. You know what I mean? So let's keep it going, man. And like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, that's weird for me to say that because I used to always see it on the YouTube channel, all these people saying it, and now I'm saying it. It's kind of it's funny. It's not weird, but it's just like fuck it. Like I now I understand why we have to say it. But
Hmm.
as we're growing this thing,
Just a
pass this on.
reminder.
Yeah, yeah. Pass this on to other people, man. We want other people to join and build something from this, and take this to the stratosphere. Thank you guys. Happy Monday. Enjoy your Monday. Autumn G, Sammy B, and we are family.
Hmm.
I don't know the rest of the song. I mean, I do know, but I'm not singing. It's not. It's all right. Peace. Thank you.
Until
Later.
next time, stay great.